What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Monty Python. And we're going to listen to a tune that is included on Monty Python Sings, though that's not where we're going to listen to it. And the reason for that is because on the Monty Python Sings album, it's just the song. But on the final ripoff, which I mentioned before, of all the Monty Python releases, it's the one I've spent the most time listening to. At the end of the Finland Song on the final ripoff CD, Michael Palin, who also sings the song himself, there's a bit of an add-on at the end. So yeah, we're gonna listen to that version. I've always enjoyed this tune. It really used to make me laugh when I was younger, in particular because of a part where by the end he's sort of going off the rails a bit, and he launches into this insane shout bit at the end of one of the versions of the chorus. But what I love about the song is that it starts, it's like Finland, Finland, I want to go there to go camping and pony trekking, and it sounds like, okay, so the the natural landscape of, and the, cultural appeal of Finland. And then he says, or just watching TV. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. So now it seems a bit more mundane, and he eventually says, I want to be there even if it's just eating a sack lunch in the hall, which is, why eating a sack lunch in a hall in Finland would be different from other places where if you're sitting in the hall, it probably looks just about the same. So yeah, it sort of like becomes silly as soon as it seems to like indicate, the mountains and the outdoors of Finland, and then it's like, or actually if you're just watching TV or eating like a, brown paper bag lunch in the middle of a hallway. And like I said, as the song goes along, he increasingly goes off the rails, and by the end he does this shout thing, which, as I said, as a kid, it used to really make me laugh. So let's listen to it. This is Monty Python Finland Song, heard here as part of the final ripoff.
Finland, 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 the country where I want to be, pony trekking or camping, or just watching TV. Finland, 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 it's the country for me. You're so near to Russia, so far from Japan, quite a long way from Cairo, lots of miles from Vietnam. Finland, 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 the country where I want to be, eating breakfast or dinner, or snack lunch in the hall.
Or snack
Finland, 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 Finland has it all. You're so sadly neglected, and often ignored for seconds to Belgium when going abroad. Finland, 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 the country where I quite want to be. You're mountain so
losing
lofty,
it. Here it comes.
your feet are so tall. Finland, 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 Finland has it all. Well, together to the players! Finland, 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 the country where I quite want to be. Your mountains so lofty, your treetops so tall. Finland, 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 Finland has it all. Finland has it all.
If you've enjoyed hearing this song and would like to know more about Finland, why not ring Mr. Griffiths of Hemel Hempstead? He and his charming wife Edna would be glad to answer any of your questions, and who knows, may show you some of their unrivaled collection of Scandinavian credit cards.
Well, that would be a nice dinner date, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's a very silly bit. It's funny how, again, in the final ripoff, they reconfigured a bunch of the links, between different bits, because, they were taking bits and pieces from different parts of their records and, videos or movies, or, TV shows. So, yeah, I enjoy the way the final ripoff is linked together, but it's funny because then when I would see some of these sketches, or hear some of these bits on other releases, and this has already happened with some of the ones that I got not too long ago, the links are different, and because it links to a different sketch, and it's like, oh wow, so like what I think of as coming right after that sketch is now very different on this release. So Yeah, it's funny to like be most familiar with the final ripoff is a bit like backward. But that's just the way it worked out for me. So once again, big shout out to Monty Python. Big shout out to Kim and the other people who have commented over the previous Monty Python reactions. And yeah, we'll keep going with this. Again, there's so much to explore, and a lot of the material that I'm not familiar with on those other albums that I got are still yet to explore. We've done a couple of them, The Bishop maybe being my favorite so far. But yeah, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.